take a breath. Go ahead, a real one. That single breath just did two things at once. It kept you alive, and it killed you a little. The oxygen you just pulled into your lungs is the reason you can think and move and exist at all. But it is also, slowly and quietly, the reason you will age and weaken and one day stop. We are taught that oxygen is life. That is only half the story. Oxygen is also one of the most reactive, corrosive substances your body will ever touch, and you cannot live without it. You breathe about 20,000 times a day without ever deciding to. Each breath carries oxygen into your lungs, then into your blood, then into the trillions of cells that make up you. And inside each cell, oxygen does something miraculous. It lets you burn your food slowly and in a controlled way to release energy. Every heartbeat, every thought, every word I am saying right now is powered by that quiet inner fire. Without oxygen, that fire goes out in minutes. This is the deal that life made, and like all deals, it carries a hidden cost. Here is the problem with oxygen. It is greedy. Chemically, oxygen craves electrons, and it will tear them away from almost anything nearby. That hunger has a name. It is called oxidation. It is why iron left in the rain crumbles into rust. It is why a sliced apple turns brown on the counter. And the very same reaction is happening inside you, right now, in every single cell. As your cells burn fuel with oxygen, they leak. They throw off broken, unstable fragments of oxygen called free radicals. And a free radical is a tiny act of violence searching for something to destroy. These free radicals do not sit still. They tear into whatever they touch. They damage your proteins. They puncture the delicate membranes of your cells. And most dangerous of all, they strike your DNA, the master code that tells your body how to rebuild itself. Most of this damage gets quietly repaired, but not all of it. Day after day and year after year, the small errors accumulate. Your cells copy themselves a little less perfectly. Your tissues lose their spring. This slow, rusting decay has a name we all know. We call it aging. To a real degree, aging is simply your body very slowly oxidizing. Now, by this point, you might be thinking of an obvious escape. If free radicals are the problem, then why not simply mop them up? This is the whole idea behind antioxidants. An antioxidant is just a molecule that can safely soak up those reactive fragments before they ever do their damage, and your body already makes its own, constantly. Fruits and vegetables are full of them too, so surely if we just flooded ourselves with enough antioxidants, we could slow aging down to a crawl. For decades, that was exactly the dream. But when scientists actually put it to the test, with high doses of antioxidant supplements, the results were humbling. They did not extend life. And in some studies, they quietly made things worse. Because it turns out the body uses some of those very same free radicals as signals, as messengers that it cannot do without. Oxidation is not a simple bug to be patched. It is woven directly into the machinery of being alive. You cannot fully stop the burning without putting out the fire. So here is the obvious question. If oxygen is this corrosive, if it literally rusts us from the inside, then why on earth would life ever choose to run on it? The answer is power. Burning fuel with oxygen releases an enormous amount of energy. Compared to every alternative, it is not even close. A cell that uses oxygen can pull roughly 16 times more energy from the same meal than a cell that cannot. 16 times. That is the difference between a candle and a bonfire. Life made a bargain. Raw power, in exchange for slow self-destruction, and that single bargain changed everything that came after. It was not always this way. For the first 2 billion years, Earth had almost no free oxygen in its air at all. Life was small and simple and slow. Then tiny ocean microbes learned to harness sunlight, and as a waste product, they began to pump out oxygen. At first, it dissolved into the seas. Then it began to fill the sky. And for the life that already existed, this was a catastrophe. To them, oxygen was poison. It triggered one of the largest mass extinctions in the history of the planet. The survivors were the ones who learned to do the unthinkable. They learned to use the poison itself. But imagine, for a moment, that history had gone another way. Imagine that life had built itself around something gentler than oxygen. It could have. Even today, deep underground and along the ocean floor, there are microbes that breathe sulfur, or iron, or even arsenic instead. They survive, but they pay a heavy price. Their world is slow and small and dim. Without the raw power of oxygen, there is simply never enough energy to build big, hungry, complicated things. No fast muscles, no warm blood, no vast electricity-hungry brains. A world without oxygen might be a world that never wakes up. And this is the true heart of it. Everything that makes you who you are, your beating heart, your moving body, your thinking mind, is extraordinarily expensive. Your brain alone burns about 1/5 of your energy just sitting perfectly still, and there is only one fuel powerful enough to pay for all of it: oxygen. So the very same fire that lets you think the thought you are thinking right now is the fire that is slowly burning you down. You cannot have the one without the other. To be a creature this alive, this aware, and this complex is to be a candle that burns bright, and a candle that burns bright can never burn forever. So the next time you take a deep breath, hold it for just a second. Feel what it really is. Not only air, a bargain. The same force that ages your skin and frays your DNA is the same force that lit the fire of your mind and handed you this single, conscious moment. Oxygen is not your enemy. It is the price of the flame, and aging, in the end, is just the receipt, proof that you are here, burning, awake, and alive. So I will leave you with this. If the cost of a vivid life is that it can never last forever, would you still choose to burn? Tell me in the comments, and if you want more questions that flip what you thought you knew, subscribe to First Principles Talk. We're just getting started.